Hi, my tech friends. How you doing? Okay, this is your lead tech, Albert. That's me. Okay, so I was going to talk about this product here, but I want to talk about something I just installed on my computer. Hold on, I gotta load this up here. This is a studio, so I installed the other computer I have. This is accelerated processor, AP4. 8 gig of RAM. It came with 4 gig RAM. I got a good deal on it when I bought the 8 Accelerator 8. These are Ryzen processors from AMD's. They're not bad. They had built-in GPU. This one has 4 cores GPU, and the other one has 6 cores GPU. This is 2.8, but this came with a game feature, even though it's dual core. So you can I don't know, it has more power for gaming. I have that enabled, by the way. Okay. So, logging in. So this is Windows 11 Pro. I don't want to run home. I got one laptop that runs home, and we all know what that one is. But the majority of the computers have it. I used to have more computers in this way. I used to live up in New England. I mean, I can't bring them all with me. I had half a dozen laptops, and I had a whole bunch of desktops. Well, here I do have the first 386. That was an Intel processor. That was a VIA 386 processor, 16-bit. Then I never had a 486, but I did have a Pentium. Then we had after the Pentium came Pentium 2s and Pentium 3s. They had a riser card, and they drop in like so. You know, I do Reiki healing. That's where you see symbols on my hand. I have other channels besides this one. I like to get this channel up to speed like the other two. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I want to talk about is, okay, so you have a channel on YouTube, right? But wouldn't you like to know what the competition is doing and how are they doing it? You know, let's say you created a channel that you like, right? No matter what it is, and you want to know what name you should give it and how's the competition doing it, and you can check their specs and you can see what's going on with them. It's actually telling you what's going on. Now there's two companies. Well, I know there's more than one, but TubeBuddy and VIDQ, I think it's pronounced. I'm not being sponsored by either one of them. I'm just telling you which one is better than the other. I'm sure there's another one too, but you got to be careful. You know, when you're starting out a channel, you have no money, right? Unless you're a millionaire and you're bored, and then yeah, well, sure, then you can sign up to these companies. And I must up the glasses someplace. Oh no, okay, doesn't matter right now. So you can sign up with these companies and get all their features. It can cost you $40 a month or more. So it's a browser. It has its own interface for a website where you can put 4 channels for free and to compare it to your channel. So whatever your channel, say your channel was about making toys. So Tom is making toys, Mary's making toys, and Jerry is making toys. Then you can watch and you can see how you compare with them. But it's better to compare with somebody who's just started out than somebody that has 2 billion or 2 million, and not 2 billion, sorry, 2 million or 1 million or 1,000. You're not there. Because remember, when you first start out, you're 0 and you go to 100. Then you go to 200, 500 before you hit that 1,000 threshold where you need to be. So you need 1,000 watch out, 1,000 subscriber, which is very hard to get. If you play your cards right, you can do it. Now, like the others that tell you what to do, I'm telling you completely honestly, I'm not playing no games because I went through it myself. I can't follow others too well because I don't know what if they're telling the truth. I'm psychic, by the way. Too. I am, and by birth, not by So some of them just keep talking, keep talking. See, the whole thing with that is they get you to watch their channel and they make more. So, but they should just be honest and tell you the truth. So the truth is, who should you use? Should it be TubeBuddy or VIDQ? So I would go with VIDQ because I can't show you too much because, well, I can't show you anything because then you'll see my channel and specs and stuff like that. So VIDQ tells you how the other channel is doing. You say it's 0 to 100. I haven't seen no channel hit no 100. And there's another one called, which is something like a marketing program. Let me see if we can get into here. Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want to launch that. No. Why is this launching? Control, delete, Control, delete. No, I don't want to launch that browser. I should just say uninstall that browser. Okay. Yeah, let me get rid of this. I don't know why it's there. I'll put it there. Okay. When I go to shoot a video, this is when it makes noise. Okay. So I'm on my tech channel. And I can it's VIDIQ. Well, they have paid. The free, it's good enough. If you're just signing on, that's good enough to use. I mean, it tells you VPH, that's views per hour. How many people per hour is watching your videos? And you get to see which videos are doing better. And then it gives you an idea which videos work. Oh, yes, you could use your community and ask people and do a little text poll and say, hey, you like this, this type?
Hi, tech
You like this type of video?
fans.
Let me turn it off. And it will tell you, right? I mean, they will tell you, you have a little text. You put text, say, hey, do you like this kind of video? Do you like this kind of video? Or this playlist. They say playlist, and then they'll tell you. Hopefully. Okay, so this tells me how many watch hours it is. This is a dashboard thing. I didn't see that in TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy had a dashboard, but every time I click on something, you have to upgrade. You have to upgrade. You barely had anything. And what they had there was, I didn't care for it. So this one, at least it does tell you what's going on in your channel. How many people per hour or has been watching your, is on your channel too. It tells you how many watch hours you have, how many people have been on the channel, how many days, weeks. It gives you a little breakdown on how many views. Did you go up in subscribers? Did you go down in subscribers? And if you're going up, how many did you go up by? How many minutes were watched up? Definitely speaking, you want everything going up. You don't want to go down. Then it has these little percentage. Green is up, red is bad, and you don't want to go bad. So watch hours for me on the tech channel is 1,002. I made up. I should have back in 2021 when this channel first started. I should have put more emphasis on subscribers. Some of you did subscribe, but I didn't really care at the time. Now I care because it needs to be up to where it is. I would do more videos, but right now my money's tight. And the money's tight with everybody, so I understand. Back in 2021, I had extra cash. I could buy things and try them out, like the TCL Atmos soundbar. But we'll find out that wasn't a good soundbar, even with the firmware update. If somebody still has that, let me know. But anyway. So which one should you use? Well, you could try both of them. I mean, you have to install and disable one. You can't have both of them running. That takes up a lot of RAM. That's another thing. They use up a lot of RAM. Because you remember, you're giving them full access to your YouTube channel. And they can, and what the thing about VidIQ is, when you reach a milestone, they send you an award. You could print it out and hang it on your wall in a frame. That's not bad. I'm sure the other one does it, but I think they want to charge it. They're free. There's some things you can use, and if you have access to an AI, you can ask the AI, hey, which tags should I use for my channel? I mean, it's up to you if you want to do it that way. But sometimes a lot of these AIs, they're not 100%, so you have to be careful doing that. But yeah, or use the SEO engine, because when people type a certain phrase, you want your channel to come up, right? Yeah. So you need to fix your SEO. So when you're building your channel, you got to fix your SEO. You got to go into settings, and you got to customize channel. Make sure you have videos already made, okay? Because you create a channel, nothing's happened, and don't expect anything to happen. Every time you create a video, create a short, so the short will come out of the video. But don't worry about titling inside the video, because it gets complicated after that. You're supposed to create a separate thumbnail, and it has to be high resolution. Can't be low. I didn't know that. I was creating the same thing. I know now. Okay, so in settings, when you get into the studio, there's a settings button. So you want to click on that. It looks like a gearbox. The first thing is general, that's the US dollar amount. The channel would be next, which would put your keywords in. So here, for your keywords, it's whatever your channel is based on. I want to make a toy, so toy should be in there. I want to make a toy, so I want to make a toy. So you should say how to make the toy if you're making a toy. So whatever it is, let's just give an example. That's what you put in there. So what's a toy? A toy is a kid's toy. So it's a kid's toy, like that. So that's another thing too. If you're doing a channel for kids, you have to be careful too, because you have to follow the rules, because that's YouTube Kids and stuff. So if you were making a channel for adults, then the kids won't be in there. So it should be from 18 and up for adults. Okay, and kids is young. So you might notice some kids did sneak on your channel, so you have to make sure they're not on there. Make sure that none of the subscribers are children. You don't want to get in trouble. You can find out, check on, if the person looks young, go to their page and see how old they are. If they're a child, remove them from your channel by muting them and hiding their posts. Some people get mad, but there's nothing you can do about that. Okay, so on the channel, you have advanced settings. So you say no, set this channel as not made for children. That's what you want to do. There's the ads, advertisement. And you can allow users to clip your content. Okay, you have upload defaults. Well, I would leave that blank. I mean, it's up to you. You can use advanced settings. This is where you change standard I license. If you speak English in the United States, I would select those. Then you don't have to keep on hitting those buttons anymore. Okay, then you have permissions. That's who you are. Then you have a community. You can add moderators. And then you have the people you block. Go in the hidden users, but you only add them if you can't add them from the menu. Then the block words. So I would go to Google and type out block words for YouTube. That's where you type block words for YouTube, and you let's see if we can find them all. Let's see. I forget where I got mine from. Okay, so they have a YouTube blacklist word list for free. It should be now. You could create a sandbox to make sure, but it's a text file. I mean, this is I don't like to promote other channels, so, but you just type what I typed. YouTube blacklist words, free download. Type that and see what pops up. There's only one thing that's there, and you take that file. Last updated was 2022. But you can add to that. You can add to it, and that's what I did. I add to it. I think I got it from someplace else. I just don't remember. And it's a huge file. So it's going to take time to load. The faster your PC, the faster it's going to load. The faster your internet connection, the faster it loads. You got to remember, so you go to your channel, that's going to load up. So anybody type the wrong word, it goes to a hidden spot. It goes to comments inside Studio. And if they said the wrong word, it'll be stopped by Google. By YouTube, sorry, it's stopped by YouTube. Okay. So that's how, then you can block links too. Yeah. You want to put the block words in when you build the channel. Don't wait to the last minute. Because people will curse and swear and you'll get in trouble. So you got to block all that stuff. So you put the block list, block words goes in. If anything else, like sometimes you see this PROMO stuff and the person says, they have the name and it says PR promo. That's a site they want you to promote your channel. That's spamming. You don't want that. So you put that in there. And then there's another one, deal of the day or some weird thing. They pop up too now and then. You got to watch for them. You got to put that in. You got to block. You got to mute them. You got to hide. Well, okay, the best thing to do is mute them, okay? Or you can report them. And that will go to YouTube. Moderators will figure out if that. But see, the problem, I went to one of those channels on YouTube and it's a regular channel. But I don't like them coming to my channel trying to solicit like that. And another thing, you have to watch out for trolls. Troll will say, hey, you're the best thing I've ever had, but I'm gonna be rich. Now, if the person put it in a different language and you translate that language and you find out what he just said, rich, okay, so he's out for something else, then you block that person. You got to block them. You can't, and even if they subscribe, you don't want them on your channel. Let me get some light in here so I don't look washed out. Okay, that's a little better, yeah. Okay, so the first thing you do, you create your channel, okay? You have some videos to put up, and you don't post them yet. You just put them up, okay? Then you go and get a YouTube blacklist, word list, right? Words are words, and it's free. You download that, and you copy and paste, and you dump it in here under the settings. So it's setting the gear under the Studio, and you click on community, and you go down automatic filters, and you put it in here. You got defaults too. I don't know what's this. Let's see. What's the defaults? So defaults, comments on your channel. Hold potential inappropriate comments. Okay, they have an experimental feature too. So I would hold it. Don't allow all comments, and you get in trouble if they go out of control. Hold potential inappropriate chat messages too, because you don't want them at that. That's by default. So that don't change those defaults. And then you have graphics. You tell YouTube where you are, and then you have an agreement, and it's basically it. But that's about it for that. Close. So in that settings tool, you would put down your channel tags, and the channel tags identify what you're doing. Don't go crazy with the tags now. It's just specific to what you do. My goodness, this is too bright for me. Oh, God, I can't make that look clear. Okay. But you want to get your channel to where it's supposed to be. You want to get a 1,000 watch hours. Oh wow, what happened here? So VID has this ongoing live taskbar with graphics and meat. It's very easy to read, but they do have a lot of stuff in here I don't want. TubeBuddy doesn't have all this stuff. I don't like TubeBuddy's interface. I tried it. I got rid of it. And then I had to go into my Google main account to get rid of it completely. So you have to go into, if you're using Chrome, you would have to go into your manage your account settings. Let's see. And then you go into security. Also check your devices. Look for your computers and see what's logging into your system. Always check your Wi-Fi. If you're running Wi-Fi only, check everything. Make sure nobody else is popping in there, because then you have a problem. Okay. Here we go. Third party. So you're looking for third party apps with access. So VIDIQ is in there, has access to YouTube. Okay. Then whatever you log in to will show up here, because some stuff has to have access to your YouTube. So that's it. And they use a separate kind of a key code device to get in there. So you can, and if you don't want them, you can uncheck it. Okay. So they're inside here. They're on your bar. They're in your extensions, and you can go to the VIQ. You can go into the browser interface, and you can see how the other channels are doing, what they're loading, what they're loading, and what they're doing. If you want to do that, if it's beneficial to you, that's the way you do it. Okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not being promoted, not being sponsored. Nobody's paying me for saying this. So I'm just telling the truth. So, and that's why you should subscribe, because I tell you the truth. I'm not playing games, and I can't speak for other channels because I don't run other channels. I have my own channels I run. So I'm just telling you what you need to do. So, comments is where anybody writes your comment, like this guy here. He's rude. Don't need it. I should I should put this. I should actually let me highlight this. This comment he wrote, "No one cares." But that's not nice though. So let's put that in the community. I'm gonna put a. Now scroll down when you're adding new blocks. You got to go scroll it down to the bottom. Make sure it's gotten there. You have to highlight the key. Paste. I have to give it a second or two because it's a huge list. It should show up. Oh my god, didn't it show up? Oh, I see what happened here. This is show more. It said this 1,640. Woo, 1,640. That's a lot. Okay, well, I got to see what happens when you press the button. Oops. No, 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 no. Don't delete. Don't delete. It's going to be slow because there's so many of them. Okay. All right. I was going to try the other one to block, but wow, it blocks all these little words. Let me see if I can find it. It was on the P. Oh, here it is. I think it's POMOS or something like that. It was weird. Or is it? Yeah, that's the word. Watch out for that word. Hit save. Okay. Report. I can report him, or I can. Now, if you don't know what they said in Spanish or Portuguese, you would copy it and put it in a Google Translator and see what they said, because a lot of them. I don't know what they're saying here. Well, anyway, so the comments and stuff is held in there. Also, held for review too if you select that feature. But I have what? I have what? Oh my god. Okay, you have to be careful. Make sure it should block the bad words and it should block the things that are not supposed to be in there. Because you don't want that in there. And when if you get up to 1,000, and that's another thing too. When you reach 1,000 subscribers and you have the 4,000 watch out, you might have more than 4,000. If your channel is really good, you will have more. I had, okay, hold on a second. I had more. Okay, so if you have more, you got to go on your channel and make sure everything's kosher. But that means it's right. It's following the guidelines. Don't have stuff in there that's not following the guidelines. If you have a lot of videos, you better start cleaning it up before you accept anything from Google. Okay? Because if from YouTube, you want to keep. Hold on a second here. Okay, now I had to turn the central air on. It's too hot. It's getting hot in here. I should have turned on from before. Yeah. So you got to be careful. Okay. I don't want to. This video was for the difference between these marketing programs that will they're highly rated, but which one is offering you free? What you getting for free? Now some things that IAQ is not going to give you free keywords, but this is another way to get around that stuff. But we'll talk about that in another video. And if you like this video, let me know and thumbs up and do subscribe. That supports the channel. I did a whole bunch of videos on the iPad. Okay. Things you could do with the iPad. Oh, by the way, I could show. The other one I have to show in the vehicle what you can do with it. It could be your digital dash. You can tell you how much gas in your vehicle. Say your vehicle didn't have that information. That's what that can do. We can talk about that another time, but I want to stay on the topic here. Okay. So to get the VIQ, you can go to their website and join by using your Google account to join. Don't bother with passwords and all that stuff. That's too much to think about. So let them create a pass key between themselves and do it that way. And then once you do all of that, then you go and get the extension. You might be able to get it from there, and the extension will install. And you need that extension, so you need it. So you have a little account, okay? So, and then you just run it. It's not hard. It's easy. Then you'll see after your channel starts to be workable, you'll start to see things in the screen. But the views per hour it's great because it tells you how many people, like I said, it tells you who's watching your video and who's not watching the video. You're gonna know that after a while people are not gonna watch the old videos again. They get tired. They want to see something new. Yeah, well, it does happen. There's not much you can do about that. Sometimes the stimulus don't want to work. Okay, so that's it. ABC. So good luck with your channel. Make sure you have an about. The about, don't put too much.
Hi, tech fans.
Oh, here we go.
This is Albert, your tech.
Oh, I was playing a game. I don't have the microphone on. Oh, yeah, because the studio. Well, that's another story. We can talk about that another time. How does that work? Your description. Since you're new, don't bother with what you're doing. Put up the video, make a great title. Don't make the title too long. Make it short. The first thing should be subscribe. Click on more notification, subscribe and like, and get them. And you can create an automatic link for that. We'll talk about that another time. That's coding. Okay. And that allows you. It's easy. It's just that and a little question mark and a little tag. I sent it to some friends and said, "Oh, is that how you do it?" And if you become an Amazon affiliate marketer link, you should do that. It's free. They don't charge you. So you buy something and you want to promote it, right? You sign up from Amazon and they generate a link, and if anybody goes to that product and buy it, you make something from that. Okay, so you can do that. I do that on the tech channel only. I don't do it on the other channel. You can have an Amazon wish list on another channel. Say you want people to get your stuff, you can get that. You should generate a link for that, and you put it. And you go back into the, you have to go into your channel, click on customs, then you click on basic information, and you go down. Make sure you give your channel a handle, and make sure your channel name is not too complicated, and you'd be okay. And if you make a mistake and you have to change it, you can do it the same day. I wouldn't wait too long because you have to wait 14 days. They change the policy. So you can put Amazon wish list and you put your code into here, Amazon wish. You can use another site is called Ko-fi, Ko-fi. There's another one called Ko-fi itself. They can be used for donations, but K-O-F-I, I'm not promoting them. I use them. They don't charge you. So you have to set that account with either your PayPal or a Stripe account. Stripe might be a little easier. And then Stripe, you can have all your channels listed. It's a lot of work though, because you have to put all that stuff. And then you can send it to your bank. So if somebody sends you a donation, okay, there you kicked on. Okay, so if somebody sends you $100 and do it in Ko-fi. Ko-fi sends it, it goes to Stripe. Stripe takes their cut out of that money. It's not that much. The more it is, the more they take. And it goes right to your bank. It's the same day. It works out. That's how fast it is. PayPal takes a long time. Like somebody's sitting there sleeping. Oh, somebody presses a button. Oh, 3 days later. That's slow. But you might want to try Ko-fi. Ko-fi is like another interface. They have over 1 million, I think it's 1 million people. So you can post and promote your video. That's another thing. Every time you upload to YouTube, there's a box to share. You click on it and you have Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. I don't know. I never use WhatsApp for that. Then you have Pinterest, Blogger. Blogger is Google. It's free. You should sign up for that. Same way. You don't have to do much. You just use your account that you use for Google. And everything's ready. Boom, boom, boom. And you set up. It's fast. And you can get paid on that one until you get monetized. But you have to set up AdSense for that. Yeah. So you have to have an AdSense account. That's Google. That's where the ads and stuff come from. Okay. So Blogger, you can put all your videos on there, and you have your own website. You so have say my toys blog. It's be blogspot.com. It's different. Okay. So and you can. That's free. Might go through the hassle. You could get a domain. You could get a Google domain. Those are cheap. Did you know? It's $12 a year. .com. So you can be your name. It could be whatever you want. Don't make it too long and make it too complex. And how long does that take? Well, the channel gets created. What you have to do. Okay. So how that works. I don't know, might be going off the beaten track here, but we are talking about yeah. I'll have to teach you another time how that works. Yeah. Or otherwise, you can use a free. They have a free browser system. Okay. A free channel that you can create, and if you want to make that into a domain, you can. It gets complicated. You have to be careful too, because Google has workplace, and workplace they do charge you $12 a month for that, and that's like Microsoft 360. We'll talk about that in another time. Okay, I just wanted to focus on the channel, how to set it up, how to get it going, what to do. Make sure you create a face for your thumbnail. So you have your thumbnail, and then you have the banner. I'm telling you, the banner is not. It could be easy and it could be tricky. I know there's some sites. The site where you get the block words has banners, but you just need a template. And then once you get the template, you do it yourself. I made it myself, trial and error. Actually, I do all the graphics myself. It's a lot of work, but you get it just right because you have a small little area to work in. It tells you how big it has to be. And then you put what you want in there. But if you get a nice, I think a free program for graphics, it's called GIMP, GIMP, and Paint.net. Paint.net's been around for years. Don't get it from the Paint.net for Windows. Get it from their site. Don't go get it from Microsoft Store. Unless you want to help them, but your computer is only so you have to buy the program. But the program is free. They work. GIMP is a little bit more like Photoshop. So it's a learning curve on that. I just want something simple, something I can do things, and boom, that's it. I don't want to sit there all day. There's another one was called Jason's Paint Shop, but I don't know what happened. I think they stopped making it. That was a pretty good program, by the way. All right. Okay, so have you learned a lot? What else do you need to know? Just like ask me. Don't be afraid. I'll tell you. There's nobody hiding anything. When you become a YPP, YPP is a YouTube partner. When you get to the YouTube partner program, it's a whole different ball game. But to get there, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I have 3, and I need more of you guys to subscribe. We need approximately 800 of you, 801 of you to subscribe. And if you find this information useful, that's it. See, I'm telling you that I'm not playing games. I'm telling you the lowdown. Okay. Why play games? Why just put? I'm not talking fast and. What did he just say? Why do that like that? They get too hyper. They keep it like 5 minutes. That's it. Tell it like it is. It's good if you can watch a whole video in another 35 minutes. Most people don't watch an entire video. That's another thing. You'll find out they only watch. If you make a 5-minute video, they might only watch 2.35. If you make a 10-minute video, they might just watch 5 minutes of that video. If you make a 15-minute video, they might watch. Or they might watch the entire video. If you can get them entertained enough to watch the entire video, kudos to you. Oh, I think I said it right. Okay, there'll be another video. We're gonna be talking about. I'll just make the video. Hey, subscribe, thumbs up for more videos, for more honesty videos. We're gonna do a product test that everybody's been talking around. I found one in the store, so I'll talk about that in the next video. I want to get it done so I can hook it up so I can use it. Okay, you take it easy. Bye for now. Oh, sorry, that's a symbol from my other channel. I'll just go like this. Bye for now. Okay, take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe. Come on, thumbs up and like the channel. Like the channel. Come on, help me. You can. I'm counting on you guys. I make good videos. Bye-bye.